Roll time.
No,
Also, you get it, Benji.
no, no, you don't. Neither of you do.
Send this over to the VL. All right, lovely people. Hello and welcome to the first official but second tribal council of Distortion Survivor Cursed Legacies. We are here with Rookie Spirit at the moment. We have Kathy, Colin, Cassie, V, and Laura here at Tribal Council.
Um,
And
Jaywin said she's in the waiting room. Sorry.
oh, okay, that's okay. I get it now. Sorry, the name, I didn't recognize the name. My apologies. I'm so sorry, Jaywin. I did not recognize the name.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny because my government. Let me change that. Okay, bye.
And Jaywin's here as well, tribal people. All right, so before we start with questions, I know you guys are all wondering the same thing. Who is this wheel going to land on, if anyone? Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So the way this is going to work, I have everyone's name alphabetically. I'm going to go down the line. If it lands on you and you're on the Zoom, then you will have to leave the Zoom for the time being, and your vote will not count. So we will start with Cassie. All right, Cassie, unfortunately, you are still hooked, and since you are still here at Tribal Council. Next up, we move to Colin. All right, Colin, you are still hooked. Means you're here for this Tribal Council. Next up is Issa. All right, Issa is still hooked, which means Issa will still vote at this Tribal Council. Next up is Jaywin. I should really find some scary music to play in the background, but Jaywin, you are still hooked.
Not
Next up
even
is
close. Oh my gosh.
next up is Kathy. All right, Kathy looks like she's the complete opposite of escaped. She is hooked still. So that means Kathy is still at this tribal council. Next up is Laura. All right, Laura, you are still hooked. Next up is Nathan. All right, Nathan is still hooked, which means Nathan still has a vote tonight. Next up is V. And wait, that
What the
Oh my
4%.
gosh! Oh my
I'm so sorry.
god!
Congratulations, V. You have escaped this tribal council.
Nice.
I
You
was
can
not
please-
expecting that to happen.
V, you can hop off this Zoom. Please do not talk to any of your fellow tribe mates. You have escaped. Congratulations.
I have PTSD. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, we still have one spin left. Next up is the last up is Zach.
Zach's safe regardless.
That's correct. Everyone will be spun no matter what.
Gotcha.
And Zach is still hooked. With that, everyone has gone through. Just a general question for the board before I hand it over to Grace. You guys have just experienced someone escaping the hook and leaving tribal council. How are you guys feeling? What's the feelings inside?
The fact that we have to do this every tribal makes tribal even worse. But no, I'm happy for V. Like that was fun. It's fun to see.
Yeah, I'm happy for V as well.
I think the fact that it happened so quickly, like the first tribal that we're here, just goes to show like it can happen to anyone at any time, which is insane.
Mhm.
All right, all right. Well, now we're going to hand it over to the person. You'll find out. You're all new. You've never been to a Distortion tribal, but Grace is the one who asks the questions. So take it away, Grace.
To your first tribal council as a tribe. So first things first, I'm just go in order of my screen here. Kathy, you want to tell us what you guys had to do for your immunity challenge this round, and how are you feeling that you guys are now here at the first official tribal council this season?
Yeah, so we had the totem control challenge. It was kind of an endurance challenge. So it opened, we had a very short notice for the challenge to start. And the other tribe just happened to have pretty solid control from beginning to ultimately the middle of the competition, because there was no way that we would get it back once they reached the 24-hour point. I think we were definitely like expecting to have somewhat control. I know Colin had a few hours for us overnight on the night shift, which we appreciated. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that it shows that we can work together. I think we had pretty solid communication. We were willing and open to listen to other strategies and ideas. And even though it wasn't the results we wanted, I definitely think that all of us are very motivated for the next challenge.
So now moving on to Laura. So Laura, as we just saw just a few moments ago, with our little twist for this season, which is the 96% you're going to get hooked, and then you only have 4% chance of escaping, which means you leave this tribal council, you don't vote, and you are safe for the round. And with that landing on V, how much does that change things at this tribal council for this first round?
At this specific tribal council, I don't think it changes that much, but it definitely, like I said earlier, it brings that thing to reality like, oh my God, this can actually happen. So.
Okay, so Colin, Laura was saying that V getting being able to escape is not going to do much for this particular tribal council. So what are the vibes from this tribe if it's not going to do any changing at much at all?
First and foremost, I am very happy for V to see a 4% chance go in his favor. That is pretty cool. But no, we did have a discussion as a tribe on the consensus vote.
Okay, so Cassie, what I'm getting here is that you guys seem to have a unified front for this vote here. Do you feel that's going to be the same energy moving forward, or just for this particular round?
I mean, it's a little bit different. Like, I absolutely, first of all, I absolutely do not think that that will be the case every round going forward. I just think this one, we just happen to have a tribe mate message us and let us know that mental health is rough right now, and he would like to be voted out because he just does not have the energy to socialize, and so I think we as a tribe decided that we wanted to respect his wishes more than anything, and that's kind of what it came down to. Um, I don't think I mean, I very seriously doubt with how competitive these people are. Like we all want this. And so I don't think that it's going to be this easy going forward. In fact, I'd be shocked if it was, but it is nice to have something that's a little more simple this round.
So moving on to Jaywin. So Jaywin, another big thing happened this round. As we all know, the last round, the returnees all had to attend a tribal council, and that person who was voted out, they came to y'all's tribe, and you guys now have an additional member. How does the addition of Zach change the tribe dynamics?
Um, I think the really good thing, I guess, for Zach is that our tribe is so new. So the dynamics of the tribe itself, it wasn't a major shift, but a big pro for the original tribe members with the addition of Zach is that Zach gave us a little bit of insight and intel into the other side. Um, Kind of lets us all, those who strategize long term, prepare for merge, right? Who do we need to look out for? Who has some influence and power, and how can we use that to our advantage later? Um, I think that's just the major thing. But when it comes to our dynamic as a tribe, I will speak from my perspective. I think that it hasn't changed with the addition of Zach, but Zach is welcomed into our rookie tribe, and all of us seem to have a really good vibe. And um, this tribal is a little bit easier because we were able to come to a consensus to help out one of our tribe members. So I think that the dynamic is good. We're happy to have Zach and happy to get this tribal over with. It's very stressful.
So moving on. So I asked two questions usually once I get through everybody. So the first one being, if you think you're going home tonight, raise your hand. Okay, we have no hands raised at all. Alrighty. So then the next question I have, so you guys are new to Distortion, and something that I do and I come up with that for each season that we plan out is what fun little quirky question is going to be asked every single round at Tribal Council. So the question that you guys have for this season, and you will be seeing it each time you come back, is if you were to compare this round to a horror movie or any horror character or anything at all, what would it be and why? And be as out there as you want to. I take any answers to this.
For me, I mean, the movie that comes to mind for me is When a Stranger Calls, because there's a lot of suspense and there's a lot of like anxiety, but it's anxiety over something that we don't fully understand and we don't really know what we've gotten into. So we don't know how much of a reason we have to be scared yet. But we know that it's probably going to get scarier as we go.
Anybody else have any insight on anything? Looks like no's. All right. And with that, I'm going to bring it over to Seth.
All right, everyone. Before we get to the pre-votes and everything and going to your prod chats, if anyone has any pre-vote advantages and they like to play them, now would be the time to do so. All right, all locked. It's time to go to your prod chat. It's time to lock your votes. If you've already submitted one, bump it. If you want to change it, change it. If you haven't submitted it, then submit it. This time as well, we are live in the VL. So if you want to make any shout outs to the VL, to anyone in the VL, now be the time. I will be back with the votes.
So we can talk to the VL right now.
Yes, you may.
Oh my gosh. Hi, friends. I don't know who's watching, but woo! It's like the shout outs in Big Brother. I would like to shout out my mom, my kids, and happy birthday to whoever.
Shout out to Jacob in my prod chat and shout out to Aaliyah.
Oh my gosh, shout out to Aaliyah.
No.
I hope Aaliyah's watching.
No, you have no idea how excited I was when I saw Aaliyah, and then they're like, no, she's not playing. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Y'all are such trolls.
Speaking of
down.
speaking of Aaliyah, she's probably not watching right now. There's a very good reason for that.
Interesting.
You will see later. Also, hello, Zach.
Hi. Sorry, I was in the middle of doing something.
Shout out to Z, one of my besties and a Distortion alum. If he's awake, I kind of hope he's not, because he is in England and that is not a pleasant time to be awake right now. But like, if he is there, hi, he very well could be. His sleep schedule is terrible.
I think I played with Z. Technically, I didn't play with Z. He was on the opposite team.
I wonder if the VL is sad that we're here, that we're in tribal. I wonder if they're like rooting for the rookie tribe.
They better be.
Yeah.
I hope so. Sorry if we let down the VL by flopping on the challenge.
I know. They're like, ratings are down. Ratings are down, not the rookies.
Z had to pop into my prod chat and let me know that he is awake, so he is watching right now.
Oh man.
Z,
My
go the
gosh.
frick to
Speaking
bed,
of,
you dork.
All right, well, speaking of shout outs, on shout out my boy Brandon G. He was the one who recommended me to this org, so hopefully giving him a shout out if he's in the VL.
And shout out to Tyler. I think his name. I don't even know. I just woke up from nap as well and got on another Zoom, and I have a headache.
Yeah, that's been my day today. Do some recording early in the morning, nap, and then the rest of the
Or
day
Tony.
commences.
Sorry. Shout out to Tony, my buddy in my DLs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shout out Hype Viver and Deception and my sister Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Right, everyone. I have the votes, but first, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or advantage and they like to play it, now be the time to do so. All right, votes are locked. When I read the final vote, that person will have just a couple of seconds to say their goodbyes if they're on the Zoom and leave the Zoom. I'll read the votes.
Okey-dokey.
First vote, Nathan. Second vote. Sorry, my Zoom acted up. Nathan. Third vote, Nathan. Fourth vote, Nathan. Fifth vote, and the first person voted out of Distortion Survivor Cursed Legacies, Nathan. Nathan, it was a pleasure to play with you in previous games. I know life gets in the way sometimes, and we should us at Distortion always say to prioritize real life. Orgs are just online games. Real life is forever. That being said, it was very upsetting to see you go. We hope that you had a good time for the short time you were here, but unfortunately the tribe has spoken. That being said, congratulations on making it through the first official round. Your challenge information will be given to you tomorrow night after the Survivor premiere. So enjoy your day off, enjoy your relaxation, because you're